In this tutorial, we'll take a look at installing a couple of really great new browser extensions on Chrome. So the first thing is you got to make sure that you're using Google's Chrome browser. If you're not, let's go get that. Tab into any address line, go to Get Chrome, download and install Chrome from there. So just do a search on Google for Chrome, go ahead, download and install that. And once you have Chrome, we can use these new accessibility extensions within the Chrome browser that really are powerful. The first one is TextHelp has released an extension for Read and Write Gold. So we're going to go to the Chrome Web Store. We're going to hit the Add a New Tab button in Chrome and type in Web Store. And looking for the Chrome Web Store at chrome.google.com. In the Chrome Web Store has a number of options, and we're going to look for Read and Write Gold. Type that in, hit enter. Now notice it'll come up, it's looking first for an app. What we're looking for is an extension. So you click on extensions and Read and Write for Google Docs. So we're going to add that to Chrome. Okay, that's all it takes. Now notice this extension works only in Google Docs, and that's important, and I'll show you why in just a minute. But while we're here, we're also going to get another one. In January of this year, Google released their speech API to developers, and so in the last 2 months, some of them have been coming up with some great stuff for speech recognition within the Chrome browser. So the one we're looking for is Speech Recognizer. You can type that into the search. Once you get past speech, it will fill the rest in. So this is the second extension I wanted to show you. So we click there, hit enter. Okay, and we're looking for Speech Recognizer. There is a number of them. And this one is in fact an app as opposed to an extension. Okay, so here we go. In the app section, notice you have to sign in to add. I'm going to sign into my High Tech Center email. Now it's going to let me add it to Chrome. So I have a web app and an extension. Both pretty powerful. Okay. Let's show you what they can do. Okay, I'm in my Google Docs Gmail. I'm going to go to Drive and start up. Let's see, I'm going to start up, open a document in Google Docs. The first time I try to run this, you might get an authorization request. Once you've authorized that, you can click on Read and Write, their extension, and hit play.
Chapter 4. Chapter 5. Superhero Story. Word count.
And it's going to read back. Similar to Kurzweil, TextHelp, and it's a free toolbar extension to Google Docs and within the Chrome browser. Some of the great options. It has a picture dictionary, so I click on this superhero. Let's see what we get for a picture dictionary. Superhero. Simple pictorial examples of what exactly it is. That's the picture dictionary. You have a more standard dictionary. No match found for superhero. Let's try something else. Let's try chapter. Chapter, one of the sections of a book. Often this has its own title. One of the nice things about that is these are like much shorter without a lot of the verbiage many of these dictionaries have. There are some other things. Fact Finder, which is a research tool, translator, only translate to Spanish at this point. Collect highlights, I have not had the time to go over that. Vocabulary is a word list function that we're not using at this point. Okay, so first step, we've in our Chrome browser now we have within Google Docs, we have a reading function with some really nice tools. Okay, now what I'm going to do also is let's take a look at the speech recognizer. Okay, notice the speech recognizer. Finding it can be a little bit more challenging. You have to hit New Tab, and you'll find it under that new tab. You click on Speech Recognizer. There is a way that you can make it a little simpler. What I'm going to do now is resize this window. And drag this over, show you how we're using it in my classes. Okay, I'm going to create a new document over here. So I'm back in Google Docs. I've got a read and write toolbar there, which I can click to use or not use, and you can use it in conjunction. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to read in speech recognition. I am now testing this for this demonstration, period. Okay, and then I have a little speech recognition. I can click and drag it right over. Students have been using it to spell things, individual words. They're having a hard time spelling a particular word. Now notice it's a little bit, the functionality isn't quite what you would get as far as like drag in naturally speaking. It's very simple though. Click in the box, hit the microphone icon and speak. It does real quick. It's better with the short phrases. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, period. What other phrases can I have this voice recognition, speech engine, etc. attempt? Question mark. Okay, let's see, and I tried that. Let's take a look at how it did there. Well, it actually got that first word correct. What other phrases got this voice recognition, speech engine, etc. attempt? So it did not completely accurate, but it is just a real simple, real fast speech recognition engine. It's a great introduction to using speech recognition. So right here you have some great tools to use. You have a speech recognition and a Screenreader, all free, all embedded. For example, at CSUMB where they're using Gmail, this would be great. You could use the speech recognition within the context of your campus email. You could also use that in the context of webmail, but you would also, with Google Mail, you would have the option of using this read and write. Okay, so that's a brief introduction to these tools. Hopefully you can find some use for them. I think what you're seeing now, with the costs of these screen readers like Kurzweil and Text Help, they're wanting to do a subscription model to some extent, or in Kurzweil's case, or in Text Help's case, they're doing more of a significant front end fee. This might be a worthy alternative, as these are only going to get better and become more functional, and they're more user friendly in a lot of ways, because I think a lot of the Text Help and the functions and the Kurzweil functions, well, they're great to have. They're kind of superfluous and not as needed. These are the core functions that we're really using and we're focusing on in our classes and for accessibility on campus. Okay, hope this helped. And I'll put up another little short tutorial to show you how to actually get the speech recognizer to come up in a more handy fashion. Okay, all right, thank you.